Hey students and parents, this week for social studies we're going to talk about the Bill of Rights. So after the United States gained their independence from Great Britain, we decided to make laws, and one of those important things is the rights for the individual. So who determined these? Well, the Supreme Court. They make rulings on the Bill of Rights, and they try to balance the needs for the individual against the needs of society. So there's a list of 10 amendments to the Bill of Rights. In the First Amendment, it covers 5 parts, which is the freedom of speech, religion, press, the freedom of assembly, and the freedom to petition the government. So the first part of Amendment number 1 is free speech. Individuals can pretty much say what they want. There are some limits to that, but here are some examples on the slide here of some of the things that people are free to say. Not all of them are good, and plenty of things that people will disagree with, but people are free to say them. The second part to Amendment 1 is the freedom of religion. The government can't tell you how to practice your religion, and it can't endorse a religion. So you're free to practice as you choose, or not to choose. The next part to Amendment 1 is the freedom of the press, keeping people accountable for what's going on, whether this is officials in the government or what's going on in the community. The next part of Amendment 1 is the freedom to assemble, whether that's for protest or to get together with people. The government can't tell you that you can't do that. And the next part of Amendment 1 is the right to petition the government. If you feel like the government has wronged you or does something bad, there's things you can do to bring that to the attention and list your grievances about the government. The Second Amendment in the Bill of Rights is the right to bear arms, and this is a tricky one for many people. This gives the people the ability and the right to own firearms. One of the tricky things about the Second Amendment is passing laws that make it okay for law-abiding citizens to have firearms, and making laws and other restrictions so that criminals or kids can't get their hands on the same firearms. The Third Amendment of the Bill of Rights says that the government can't make soldiers stay with families whenever they want to, whether it's peacetime or wartime. They can't just come stay with you without your permission. The Fourth Amendment deals with the government's right to search your house. They can't do this without a warrant, and they have to have probable cause in order to search you. The Fifth Amendment deals with the government and what they can do to you. So the first part is they can't try you for a crime more than once. They also can't make you testify against yourself, which is called pleading the fifth. They also have to go through a due process, which is fair, in order to convict you. And they also can't take the land that you own from you unless they pay for it. The Sixth Amendment deals with trials. So you have the right to a speedy trial and a trial by jury if it's a serious offense. You also must be told what you're being charged with. Additionally, if you can't have a lawyer because you can't afford it, it will be appointed to you. The Seventh Amendment deals with civil trials, and again, this must be tried by a jury. The Eighth Amendment deals with bail and punishment. So they said it can't be an overly expensive or undue burden for the bail. Also, they can't enforce cruel or unusual punishment upon anybody convicted of a crime. The Ninth Amendment deals with states' rights. The Ninth Amendment says that states can actually give you more rights than is stated in the Constitution. And the 10th Amendment says if the government doesn't have a specific law against it, the people are allowed to do it. So this is a brief overview of the Bill of Rights for the United States. I'll be giving you some practice pages to work on this same subject. If you'd like more information, let me know. And if you want to Zoom with me, I'm available during the school day.